Hello guys, it's Lucas back here. Alakazam Oak. That was awful. I might just do it again. Okay, okay, Hunter, whenever you're editing this video. Oh wait, you don't edit my videos anymore. Crap. I'm taking your name out of the description, Hunter. Frick. Okay, I know this is it's a drink, but I really wish Mountain Dew would sponsor me one day. So yeah, that's a thing that I'm open for. Okay, so wow, it's cards. Okay, no, this isn't a magic trick. I know there's like 4 of you that are like, whoa, Alakazam Oak's gonna do a magic trick. Well, I'm not. I'm not, guys. I'm not gonna do that magic trick that you guys have been wanting. Actually, the reason I pulled out some cards isn't because I want to show you, you know, a magic trick or anything, which I could. But, no. You can go watch somebody else for that. This is an anime only. Just kidding. I don't know what this thing is. It's for discussion and awesomeness. So, yeah, the cards are just for, just, you know, awesome, little background thingy, whatever. Yeah, you know, I can't shuffle. In fact, I stink at cards. Okay, yeah, we're gonna be doing a chapter review on Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah, this is a 3-in-1, you know, cause it's easier. It's less expensive on my half. Cause if I was to get each individually, well, that's just crazy. I'm not gonna go through like each volume. That's just crazy. Hold on. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go by chapter, which it's actually called Duel, like Duel 1. You know, like yeah, you get it. Okay, so Duel 1, Puzzle of Gods. Yeah, like, you know, just little things like this. I'm just gonna go, like, making videos about each chapter, or duel, whatever. And, yeah, Duel 1, The Puzzle of Gods. Yeah. I mean, I've already read all these. I've already seen the anime. I've played the game. But it gives me something to talk about. And there has to be a few of you that are really interested in this. Actually, at the start of the year, I was trying to look for someone who was going through the 7th volume, and just couldn't find anybody. So, to just get into it. Let's just get into it, my Subway sandwiches. Yes, I'm gonna keep on calling you guys that. Yeah, eventually, I'll get more books, so I don't think we'll have to worry about, you know, running out of chapters or whatever right now. So, in the first chapter, I'm basically just gonna be explaining, like, you know, key details, or, you know, like, you know, parts that, ooh, that's amazing, or, you know. So, basically in the chapter, it basically, I got the book right here, okay. I'm gonna be looking, you know, right here. And I'll show up any, you know, pictures whenever I feel like it's necessary. I can't show you the whole thing, obviously, because that would be copyright. I mean, I would be doing it under entertainment and discussion purposes, which is allowed, but, yeah, no risking it. I ain't gonna risk it for that biscuit, as you weird gamer people say. Yeah, yeah, so here's the cover. I mean, it got a little picture of Yugi, whatever. So, in this chapter, it basically discusses, how Yugi is he's a nerd, basically. He's just a nerd. Like you and me. Well, maybe not you. Well, if you're watching this video, you're obviously a nerd. So, yeah, he's, you know, going around, you know, having this little moment, you know, talking with himself. Yeah, discussing, man, I wish I could be like the rest of the kids, but I'm just me, and I can't have friends. I'm just a little weirdo. And actually, I like this part whenever he's discussing the the treasure. He has, the box, obviously. The box right here, So, yeah. I could just be, like, showing up pictures right here, but I feel like I have the book, like, right here, guys. I don't really think I need to show pictures. In fact, I should do this on a live stream, but, like, I already got hold on. Yeah, I already got the thumbnails for, like, my next few months of videos, so I already got what I'm going to be doing very much planned out. But what I was talking about is I really like this part because, it's not right here, but, it just starts off, I'm just ranting now. It goes off with this little, the starting of the page. I really like this, actually. I'm very, about Egyptian mythology. Egyptian mythology. Man, that's some good stuff. I mean, you're probably all like, well, Greek mythology is very cool too, and I'm pretty sure it's more popular than Egyptian mythology. Well, that's the exact reason why I like Egyptian mythology, random viewer. That's a lie. I only get views whenever I tell people, hey, yo, I made a video, so. Unless you're like some new person, or like, oh, I was just looking this up, so yeah. That's a thing now. But the reason I like this is because his the box. So he's going through and it's hey, if you figured out the puzzle, then you get a random wish. And I'm not exactly sure where it was in the book, but he's like, wow, I can make a wish it's so cool, like Dragon Ball, and they make this funny reference to Dragon Ball Z, and it's kind of cool, and yeah, so, Yugi, he's, oh yeah, it's like the Dragon Ball, you get a wish, it's kind of cool, yeah, and I really like that, because I am a fan of, Dragon Ball, and, Yeah, I found it. Yeah, he states, whoever solves the puzzle shall be granted one wish. You know what I mean, right? Like Dragon Ball. Yeah, it's so simple, but even the simplest little detail, it really adds a lot to it. But man, I just love it. And so he's talking to Taya or Anzu, whichever one you're going by. It's Anzu in the book, but it's Taya. I'll refer to them as Taya, like Tristan, which is Honda, and Jinachi. And Joey being Jinachi. I'll refer to them all by their American names because I don't really... yeah, it's Japanese, obviously, but I'd just rather stick with what I grew up learning. So, yeah, so, then we get this bully who, he's not a bully, but he's, like a security guard. He's going around and, I can't remember what his name was, but, you know who he looks like? He looks like the guy from Toriko, but not, I don't know. He kind of reminds me of somebody from, like, JoJo's Bizarre World. I've been told to watch that, actually. I just haven't because of all the One Piece. Actually, I'm wearing a One Piece shirt right now. It just shows how much of a nerd I am. Just the little thoughts that I'm just randomly talking about. I hope the lighting is good. It's been getting pretty bad. I'm sorry if that's a problem. I don't know. You're probably not even focusing on me, are you? I'm sorry if I'm just getting off subject. I really don't like doing that, but anime nerd, gotta have that big giant long discussion. Okay, so he's not a bully. He's more like a security guard bully. Okay, no, he's a bully. He's a bully, and he's like, hey, I'll protect you. Actually, no, I'm gonna forcefully make you pay me so I can protect you. And, he's already, like, one of the baddest kids in school, so I don't think anybody's gonna be messing with anybody that's protected by him. What happens is Jinachi and Tristan, they obviously just steal Yugi's box, and Joey got to, like, one of the pieces, he throws it out, but, The bully. Dang it, I can't remember his name. Hold on, I'm looking through it. Oh, he's the hall monitor. Ushio. Ushio? I'm pretty sure I'm saying that right. Maybe not. I'm sorry. Are you bigger of a Yu-Gi-Oh fan? Actually, I got a couple decks over there. We can have like a review. Wow, so cool. I mean, I'm not all in that Link stuff. Just yeah. But actually, Ushio, I'm not sure that's what they call him in the English version, because they only have this part all in Season 0. You guys all know it's Season 0. It's pretty simple to just, to explain. But, he's actually, a police officer. He's, Officer Trudge in Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds, and this really, gets you wondering, because he's in high school, which he has to be around his, 14 to 18 years of age, unless he just got held back for some reason, okay? It is different in Japan's, school system. So, I mean, that might be it, but I'd like to doubt that just a bit, I'm not saying that, well, he's obviously, just weird for being this way, but it might just be, this Japanese, it's different culture, it's long way around from here, so, yeah, he could be, this is just a discussion, just making sure that you guys understand this, it could be anything, but, yeah, but he's Officer Trudge in Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds, I'm gonna refer to him as Trudge, because, like, it's well known that he's Trudge, it's not at all, like, it's not at all speculation that, this guy looks like Trudge, so he's obviously Trudge, No, I'm pretty sure it's been confirmed by, Kazuki Takahashi, the writer of the book, obviously. Thank you, Kazuki Takahashi, because if you weren't alive, what would I do for all of 7th grade? Yeah, I played Yu-Gi-Oh! In 7th grade, and it kept my day going. Okay, so, I'm sorry, I'm getting off subject, but in the chapter, it's just a review, like I'm saying, it's just a review. Going out through the book, Joey's like, I still got one of these pieces from Yugi, and he just throws it out. Into the, like a little river. I'm not sure, it's probably more like a pool. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now, and I'm pretty sure it's not a river, like a little river that goes by the school. I'm pretty sure it's actually a, it's like a pool for like a swimming team or something. I remember they showed this, in the anime, like they had a little flashback of Joey putting it, throwing it out there. Oh man, and I remember watching this in Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged. If you guys haven't watched Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged, you should watch it. Like, yeah, it's good stuff. Little Karibo does a fantastic job with it, making fun of all the little, little pieces. And also watch Everything Wrong with Yu-Gi-Oh! If you're watching this, because if you haven't already clicked off this video, you have a lot of interest in Yu-Gi-Oh! So he's like throwing it off. I have a theory about it. So if Joey's, throwing the thing in the water, later in the book, he actually he's wet. He's showing up at Yugi's door, and he's like, yeah, here's your Brooklyn accent. You gotta have a Brooklyn accent whenever you do Joey. Here's your piece from your puzzle, Yug. I'm sorry for doing this. That was awful. No. He's wet, but actually, I'll get there when I get there. I'll explain it later. Yeah. Okay, so he's going through. Yugi gets forced to have this guy as, his bodyguard. And, Tristan and Joey, they just get beat up. Then, Taya, she comes back and, they have a little moment where, they meet, Sugoroku? What the crap? I don't know. Sugoroku Moto, which is Yugi's grandfather. In the anime, it was Solomon Moto, and I would rather say that than these names. Not that I have anything against Japanese people. It's just my language, easier for me. I'm gonna keep it that way. And yeah, okay. So we get to see him. You know, it's cool and stuff. He's like, you know, every you gotta have an old person in like in every anime. He's just like a random like perv or something. I don't know. And he's just talking about, you know, hey, Anzu, hey, you seem to get older. You know, it's just old. It's kind of weird. And then Yugi gets like embarrassed, and I think she gets like a punch on him. I don't know. Yeah, but so Yugi, you know, he's like, yeah, well, bye, you know, Taya, and I'm gonna go upstairs and see if I can solve the puzzle. And so while Joey and Tristan, they're getting beat up, I'm pretty sure at this moment, we actually we see Yugi, and he's trying to build the puzzle. This isn't really shown. It starts off like right after all of you know, the big stuff, like you know, we'll get there when we get there. You know, he's getting through all this beat up, and you know, Joey and Tristan, he's like, no, they're my friends, you know. And then Yugi, he's just that kind-hearted person. I mean, yeah, well, I mean, what are you gonna do? It's one of those shonen, you know, friendship is everything, guys. Friendship, yeah. Actually, who wants to be my friend? Because I don't got any. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. I got friends. They're good friends. I'd kill myself for them. Yeah, so throughout the story, it's just Yugi, and he's like, they're my friends. They're your friends. You're so stupid. You're nothing but a little weakling. You gotta pay me like 200, you know, 1,000 yen if you want, you know, to survive. And actually, they got a little quotation down here, and it's, you know, 200,000 yen. It says it's about, you know, $1,600 and, you know, US dollars. I don't got anything for euros or whatever. Yeah, I don't got anything for euros or pounds, crowns, pesos, whatever. You're gonna have to find your own manga. Go get your own manga with its own quotations, with its feasible, you know, way of doing things. So then Yugi gets beat up, and he has to find that money so he doesn't, you know, get problems. And I love this little part right here. It's not that I think that Trudge is, you know, a bad guy, which he is, but I don't think he's and stuff. He seems more like a guy that, oh, well, he's a villain. Okay. Whatever. I don't care. He's the startup villain, and no one really cares about the startup villain. Like in One Piece, they have Alvida, and she's just a one punch, get out of here, you're lame. Or like in Dragon Ball, you had like that little lion, you know, or jaguar. I'm pretty sure it was lion, you know. And there was like that one big giant oaf dude in like the middle of the road, and Goku just stomps, like curb stomps him off to the side of the road, protecting Bulma and stuff. You just have these throwaway villains, you know. And I'm pretty sure Trudge, he's like worst throwaway villain I've ever seen. I mean, he does a good job of his thing. Like, he has this, oh, I'm licking the shore. That's a different side of anime I do not want to go. I'm taking this piece and I'm throwing it over here. If we ever go over here, we ain't coming back. We're not going over here. This part stays right here. We ain't going. We ain't gonna cross this line. Okay. It's getting back to the thing. Yugi manages to scrap up like 1,600 yen. It's not enough because it's 200,000. And yeah, it's actually very sad. Yugi's like getting, you know, frustrated at it. And so out of his, you know, frustratedness, what? He, you know, gets tired and he just randomly starts, you know, doing the puzzle. And, ooh, puzzle. Wow. Okay. He finishes the puzzle. Okay. Most of you, don't know this about me, but, really into demented demons inside your soul, you know. This ain't one of them, but it's a very close example. So, in the thing, he can't get, you know, the whole thing finished because, like I said, Joey just threw the thing, and okay, right here. So Joey, he's getting through his like emotions, and he goes and gets the thing. He's all wet and stuff, and it's actually very funny because in the thing right here, he's like, you know, telling Yugi's grandpa that I'm you know, I'm sweeping and stuff, and then Joey, he's like, hey Yugi, are you Yugi's gramps? Hey, I'm sorry I couldn't be there for him, but here's the last piece of that puzzle that he's been trying to make. And so you know, his grandpa, he goes and he here, your friend Joey, he gave this to you, and Yugi's just like, friend Joey? What? Oh man, I got a friend! Woo! And so he puts the thing in, and after Trudge is about to, you know, go and blow a fist through Joey and Tristan because Yugi doesn't have his money, Yugi goes over there and he stops this JoJo, you know, impersonator, and he's like, yeah, you? Me? Shadow Game? You dead. Okay, so Shadow Games is very simple to understand. Shadow Games... Okay, it's not a shadow game, it's more like a game of either I win and you get a penalty game, or you win and I lose a lot. And Yugi hardly ever loses throughout the show. I'm pretty sure I can come up with 2 times he loses. And one of those being filler. The other time being a little twisted. We're getting into that sooner or later. It's a little later online. You know, later on the line. On the line. So, I love this demonic picture. Just showing Yugi, oh, that's demonic. I just love it. Man, that's just creepy. You know, Yu-Gi-Oh! Remember seeing in the show whenever they'd have that, you know, they'd have the obvious, Yu-Gi-Oh! And then it just changed from Yugi to, you know, Yu-Gi-Oh! Or, Yami Yugi, the Pharaoh, a Tim. Crap. I'm gonna have to, dang it, I don't have Hunter. He can't edit it out. Crap. Dang it. Frick. Crap. Crap. Dang it. Frick. Crap. Okay. Actually, we just got new neighbors. I'm sorry, neighbors. Yeah, I didn't mean to say that last one. Didn't mean to say it. Sorry. Don't, I hope you, like, didn't hear it. I hope you forgot about it. Because that was a spoiler. Don't go back in the video. It's... I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, so, basically, they have that whole, you know, Yu-Gi-Oh! You remember that, and, I remember I was watching, I mean, who doesn't? The Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged. They make it real cool. They, whenever he's doing the spin, the Yu-Gi-Oh! They change it to Yami Yugi. He goes, sexy transformation, go! And, I really love that because a lot of reasons. Hold on, let me fix the camera. Sorry. But it's just funny. It's full of laughs, and, so they have this game, and actually, I don't remember why I brought cards, because this has nothing to do with cards, this part. So, Yugi, he takes the money that he does have, and he lays it down on a table, okay? And, then he explains with, the knife that, Trudge has. He says, okay, we're each going to take turns, putting the money on our wrist, Pretend this is money, okay? Putting the money on our wrist. And yen, I'm not sure what yen is like. I mean, I have dollars from other countries, obviously not Japan, because I would know this. But I'm not sure if it's thicker than normal dollars. I really don't know. It just depends. Hey, if you live in Japan and you're for some reason watching this, even though you have the ability to speak our language, hey, you might have learned our language. Thanks for watching the video, but eventually, somewhere down the line, you gotta tell me, is yen thicker than the American dollar? I gotta know this. I could Google it, but I just don't feel like it. Whatever. So, I've already, ranted about this video for, 25 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and kind of speed it up. Okay, so, he gets the, put money on wrist. Now take knife and try and jab as much money as you can without hurting your wrist, And so they take turns, Trudge is like, okay, whatever. And so Trudge, he gets a lot, and then Yugi, he gets not a lot, he gets some, he's like, ooh. Well, I mean, you gotta realize, even though he's Yami Yugi and he's the master of the game, you still gotta remember, it's not that he's the master of the game, it's just that he knows how to play without screwing it up. Even then, you could see that, oh, well, I may be called the master of the game, but I still gotta have, little, it's less control than you would think. It's not like he has every aspect and he's the master of the game. Just because he comes up with the game doesn't mean he's good at it. He actually has to overcome the fact that Trudge is the one that's gonna undercome it. So, they take turns. Yugi doesn't want to risk it. And eventually Trudge gets, crazy. He wants to, stab it all, but, his wrist, it just won't let him. It won't let him, do that, because he knows that, brain, I know this is just the arm, but, how about you not let the other arm, stab so hard, because, we're gonna lose a hand if you do that, and, he just goes crazy, and, Yugi says, oh, well, you have, been seduced by the darkness of your own greed, so, besides stabbing holes in all the cash, which I wouldn't personally do. I don't like the fact that they're stabbing cash. I don't know, is that just me? But, wow. So, what goes on is, Yugi, he obviously wins, and so, he gives, Trudge the penalty game, and he's like, now you, oh yeah, by the way, here's just what it looked like, I'm sorry, yeah, that's just what it looked like, they were stabbing, and eventually, he wins, and the penalty game is, oh wait, I accidentally forgot, see, out of his own, grief, he's like, oh, man, I can't win this. So Trudge, he's like, well, I'll just stab you. And, he already comes up with the penalty game in this demonic picture. It's so awesome. Okay, you just seeing this? Yeah, your childhood just got ruined by, that thing. And, it goes, penalty game. And so, now all Trudge can see, for I guess those few years or months or that day, because he actually wakes back up, everybody's, going to school, and they're like, oh, well, he still has that problem. He can only see money. He's just playing in a pile of leaves, like, oh, I love money, I got so much money, but it's actually a bunch of garbage that he's just playing in, and, it's actually kind of sad, and so, Yugi, he goes back to school, and, he's like, I'm don't recall what happened, and then Joey just randomly, you know what, Yug, I'm sorry for being a bully, you and me, we're best buds from now on, and so, yeah, that's where I'll leave off on chapter 1 to discuss it just a little bit further for just a few more minutes. I do think, obviously, we already know, if you watch the show or just partly read the book, you know what's gonna happen next. Yeah, they're gonna attain a giant mass of friendship, and then they're gonna move on to more games. And we're only in volume 1. Yeah. But once we get to you know, chapters once we get to, you know, volume 6 and then volume 7, yeah, we're about to get in my territory. The territory where I just, that's awesome. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll probably do it a little bit better next time. I'm sorry for it being a little crappy. I'm not gonna have pictures, obviously, because I just had the book. I mean, not a lot of editing you can do. You know what? I'm not even gonna edit it. I'm just gonna slap it on the internet and I'm just gonna see how it goes. By the way, Hunter quit, so I need a new editor. Not like anybody really needed one, especially at my, you know, thing. Screw it. I don't need an editor. I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna read a book. I'm gonna read a book. You know what? I got advice for all you people that... What the crap? Hold on. I'm having hallucinations. You know, I don't think I'm qualified to be talking on YouTube. I'm a little psycho at times, but you guys might be offended of this, but I asked a question today. I don't think it really has anything to do with the book. Okay, I can find a way it has something to do with the book. I can find some. Okay, speaking of demented crap, I asked this question. So you know how babies have, they have soft spots, you know, whenever they're born. We all know this. If you've had a baby or, like, you know, I mean, you could have a baby. Don't get one unless you really want it. Yeah. So, yeah. If you notice, you're always told, yeah, don't ever, you know, injure the baby's soft spots. Well, I was wondering, what is the most, you know, strongest physical attack you can put, like, force you can exert on that baby without it dying? Like, I know anything above frying pan level, that baby's gonna die. I know this is freaking demented, but, like, I'm just saying. Ugh, okay, you know what? I think that's enough demented crap. I'll see you guys next week. By the way, I'm posting Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'll try posting Tuesdays and Thursdays. I gotta have my own free time on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and those other 2 days. Yeah, so, abracadabra. I really need to stop doing that. I swear. Are dabs still a thing? I'm just gonna high five it out. Okay, no, that's too much like the bro fist. I ain't doing that. I ain't stealing PewDiePie's thing. Actually, while I'm still on for, like, the next 5 more seconds, subscribe to PewDiePie, stay cool, and don't do drugs.